Welcome back to the Grim Reaper Challenge. Today, we are currently waiting for Clarice Easton to give birth to our baby number one. While we do so, you're going to sit here and watch my pretty little Lilith smoke a cigarette. This sim is kind of representative of me when I'm playing this game. Now, where we left off before, the video cut off right when he got the chime letting us know that she was pregnant. So now she's currently in her third trimester, and we're waiting to see this little baby. And let's jump right in. They are currently asleep. And I will fast forward in a couple of spots, just so you're not waiting for the lag or just watching children age up and stuff. Now let's see here. Here she is, our lovely little mother-to-be. And I don't know what's wrong with her baby bump, but it made it look like half her belly is missing when she got to her third trimester. Oh, what a silly picture. Uh-oh. Get up, lazy bones, and take her to the hospital. Come on, bag of bones, let's go. See? Part of her belly's missing. I said get up. You have to take her to the hospital. Lazy bag of bones. There we go, in the car. At the hospital. Where you at? Usually it flashes right to you. Oh, come on now. I know that you're in labor and you really aren't sure if you want to be mother of a child to the Grim Reaper. But it's a little bit late to be freaking out about that now. Especially when we're in the parking lot of the hospital and you're in labor. Can you go in the hospital and have this baby now, please? Instead of standing out here and yelling like a freak in the parking lot. There we go. Where are you, invisible man? There you are. You're supposed to go inside. That's how this works, Clarice. You're supposed to actually enter the hospital to have a baby. Once again, I will tell you, I know that you're a little bit intimidated, but it's a little too late now to be thinking about that. While he just stands there, I guess he's not going to go inside. He's one of those dads. Well, I think it's about nothing. Some men and women do that. I'll just stand here and think about space. And it looks like we have a baby boy. Yes. And I'm sure she's named him something silly because we didn't get the option. Because she's our roommate. Once again, we don't have the option of naming the child. So we're probably not going to use another roommate for any more of the babies. And I'm going to have to take the baby into cast and change its name. Alright, and we've got Meet the Reaper. I know it's incorrectly spelled, but I kind of see him growing up to be a meathead. So, as a pun, he's Meet the Reaper. And there's our first baby. We have cryptic pregnancy number 1 out of the way. We still need to have 9 more. And we still need victims. But right now I'm going to go ahead and move them, because I did not intend for them to live in Clarice's house, which used to be Evil Dick's house. As you can see in my Sims 3 Stories LP, which I will be uploading more of that in the next couple days. Also, I have a couple episodes to add narration to, and then they'll be going up along with these. We're going to move to Dragon Valley. Yes, yes. And also in this episode, I'm going to show you a new custom content item. This item was brought to my attention by Decocious Popstar. Thank you so much, because I absolutely love it. But you'll see that a little bit later on. I'll also put the link up where you can get the item yourself. Just pause it if you need a moment to capture it when it gets to that point. And I noticed it didn't give me the option to decide who's moving with us. So I think this crazy lady is going along for the ride, and I did not want that to happen. So we now have a victim number 1. It has been decided. We need 50 victims to die on our lot, or a lot that the Grim Reaper is currently on. This is the house I've moved them to, but I'm going to tear it down and rebuild a new one. Here's our cursed sarcophagus. That's a prerequisite of the challenge. You have to have at least one of these in your residence, with only another bed for at least a child, but you have to make sure none of your victims sleeps in it. You want your victims to sleep in the sarcophagus. Even if they get away or get out of your lot, they'll be able to curse other people. And if you happen to find out who dies, you can go and collect those souls. How did you get a dragon egg? I don't understand. We'll look at that in a minute. I didn't give her a dragon egg, but I've just noticed she has one. Right there. Huh. Magic dragon eggs in Dragon Valley. Yes, come inside, crazy roommate that followed us that we did not want here. We've seen you enough in our stories. It's time to get rid of you. You've served your purpose and given us 2 children, one with Evil Dick and one with the Grim Reaper. So now Clarice Easton must die. The woman you're looking at is not Clarice. This is Clarice. She must die. She should not have followed us. We did not want our roommate to move with us. How crazy is that? This woman is crazy. Baby mama drama. She was so attached to the Reaper, she literally followed us without permission. To this new town, even. And she thinks she's going to have a pleasant life here. No, I'm sorry. Did you not understand the Grim Reaper challenge, Mrs.? And this house just won't work for us at all. And there's a bone Hilda. Right there. That's also something you have to have for the challenge. Now, because it's kind of difficult, if you've read the rules, to have 50 people just autonomously die on your lot, I don't butcher that word, while these people stand in the bushes, you can interact and try to encourage death. So, if you have to age up people that come to your lot, if it's taking them quite an exorbitant amount of time to die, or if you have mods like the shooting mod, although that's too easy, you can't just shoot them all right away. They have to suffer for quite some time first. Then you can use those methods. You can use booby traps, jelly bean trees, anything you can think of to encourage death. Put walls around people. But once again, they have to stay with them at least a couple sim days before you're allowed to do that. It makes it too easy otherwise, guys. And aging is off, of course, for the Reaper, because you don't want him dying before he gets all this accomplished. He also has to steal 40 souls from his ghost hunting profession. The reason for this, you obviously can't release those spirits back into the houses and community lots, but you're going to use them as a marker. Now, along the way, you're going to be collecting 50 souls, real souls. 10 of those will stay on your lot permanently as ghosts, because you're going to put the tombs in the backyard. Wherever you place the 20 markers in people's homes is where you're going to go back and place 20 of your 50 spirits. Same thing with the community lots. You're going to use the spirits you get from your ghost hunting career to mark which community lots you want to go back and put a real ghost. So that's why you're collecting the 40 spirits, because you obviously can't release them. Now, once you do put a real spirit on that lot, you can take the spirit that you collected from your job back and sell it to the science facility, take it home with you, whatever you wish to do with it. And we have 2 more victims. Because in the Grim Reaper's house, when everybody comes to visit, you do not leave. So Martin, Aaron, I'm sorry. You have now sealed your fate. This is like a backwards Hunger Games, where there is no winner for you two. Martin Ames and Aaron Finnegan. And here's our little baby, Meet the Reaper. Bonehill is being so nice and looking in on him for us. Where are you going, you creepy man? Where are you going? What are you doing? Where are you going? What are you doing? He is so strange. Oh, you're gonna scare the freaky lady we don't like anyway. That's good. Yes, scare the freaky lady. The uninvited roommate. Ha 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 ha. Now we must make sure no one can escape. We must lock the doors. Here's our first 3 victims. Martin Ames, Aaron Finnegan, and Clarice Easton. Our first baby mama. Sorry, but you won't get to know your son for your whole life. He is an evil, corrupt man who is not of this world. He has no pure intentions whatsoever except his own agenda. So he does not care which women he hurts. And we're going to do a little ghost hunting. Because, of course, you have to be a ghost hunter. What else is the Grim Reaper going to do for a job? And the lovely bonus is he always goes to work headless. So if you would like this to happen in your own game, that's all you have to do is play as the Grim Reaper and make him a ghost hunter. He'll automatically change into this suit when he goes to work and have no face. So you truly will have a headless horseman if you give him a horse. Here soon in the next couple episodes, I will of course make Daredevil. I had created him once before and had him uploaded, but they pulled him off because Grim Reaper was a part of that house. Boo. Everybody has the Grim Reaper anyway, so I don't see what the difference is. It's not like I'm trying to give you something you don't have. Come on, get the ghost. I've turned the volume up of the game at this point because of the music. The last minute of the video, I can warn you, I don't know what happened with the audio track. It all of a sudden went berserk with the rain. So you will probably want to mute it for the last minute of this video. Especially if you want to see where we find a unicorn hiding. Otherwise, it's going to kill your ears. I didn't really feel like going back and re-editing it, so I apologize. But the last minute, just mute it of the video. And Mitha has aged up to a toddler also at this point. We have a lot of things to do in this challenge, so you won't see every single child age up, but you will see them being conceived and born and stolen and all that goodness. Brought into the house, what they look like. And we'll take pictures for our baby album, which will be in the next episode. We'll start posting pictures. We'll also keep a baby mama catalog. So we'll have one set of pictures of the children that are born, and then it'll always be followed by their mothers' pictures. And I love this town, and I love the residents. Unfortunately, Grimm chose this one to kill half the town in, but that's the way the story goes, unfortunately. And I've purposely not played any of the houses this time around, so I won't get an affinity for anyone. So if anyone comes over, unfortunately, there's no saving grace. If we hold a party at a community lot, because I said wherever Grimm is, you can kill people. Unfortunately, that party is whoever shows up is going to be a victim. Come on, you're supposed to be ghost hunting. I don't understand. You smelly man? There you go. We have a greenhouse. Where are the rest of them? There you are. Oh, look at this horse. Cocoa horse. Oh, there's a baby. We need a horse for the Reaper. After the next episode, I think we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to make a red-eyed daredevil. But I'm not sure if I want him to be a racer or a jumper, but we definitely want to get him doing one of the two. And his children can train it. The Grim Reaper's children. And get ready to mute, guys, in about 30 seconds. Because I'm just telling you, it's crazy loud. About the time that he makes it over to the horse is when you want to make sure your volume's muted or turned down. Cletus. I just wanted to show you this part because it has the horse and the unicorn. And I'm going to cut out about here because most of you probably aren't listening to me anyway. Stay tuned for the next episode.